BeatMower.
Hey, it's Mary from Pingwa. Welcome to the next Scratch Mix and Match Cards Challenge Make Your Own Game. For this card, we're going to look at the basics of adding variables like scores to your game or story. Here we are in the throat singing game, and this one has the added challenge of a score. When the green flag is clicked, set the score to 0. And then each key has been given a random number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the computer will call a random number, and if it calls the random number 1, that's the up arrow has been assigned to that one, the singers will say up, and I am supposed to press the up key. You can see the singers saying which key to press. Now if they say the up key, and I press the up key, then change score by 1. If not, I lose a point. Let's look at the magic keys, and here you can see that the keys caught is the variable that's being tracked, and it's kind of like a score. The object of this game is to fly on the broomstick and collect the magic keys, and the variable, keys caught, tracks that number of keys being caught. And when a certain number of keys have been touched or caught, then it will change the scene. So at the beginning, when the green flag is clicked, set keys caught to 0. You can see it's 0 at the beginning of the game. And then, forever, all wrapped in that forever loop, wait until touching the mouse pointer and change keys caught by 1, which means I gain a point. In this game, the Owl Survival Challenge, it's a little bit different. We've got variables set up for energy, distance covered, and lives of the hare. Let's take a look inside and see how that's been set up. So here we are in the Snowy Owl's code, and for the Snowy Owl, when the green flag is clicked, set distance covered to 0 and set energy to 3. So at the beginning of the game, the Snowy Owl starts with 3 for energy and 0 distance covered. Of course, it hasn't flown anywhere yet. And let's look, and the energy will be starting at 3. And when the green flag is clicked, forever, if touching the hare, if the Snowy Owl touches the hare, eating the hare, then it gets to change its energy by 1. It gains a point of energy. But if touching the polar bear, probably not a good thing for the owl to do, then it changes the energy by -1. It loses a point. Let's look in the ice fishing game. We've got the kid moving around looking for a fish to catch and moving around with the up and down and arrow keys. We're going to look at how to do that in the next tutorial. But let's make a score for this game. We will be making a variable for a score, but let's get set up first. So in the yellow events blocks, drag in when green flag clicked block. That's to set up the game for the beginning. Back to the orange variables, and where you see make a variable, when you click there, it opens up this little pop-up, new variable name, call it score, and it's for all sprites. It's a score. For the hare with the hare lives, that would have been just for that sprite. Let's drag in a set variable block, use the drop down arrow, and you get score, and it's going to start at 0 because we're starting with nothing. It is a score at the beginning of the game. Let's go to the orange control blocks and get an if-then block. This is going to tell the computer if the boy is touching the fish, which means we need a sensing block. Grab the touching something block and use the drop down and choose fish, and this is going to sense if the boy is touching the fish. Back to the variable blocks, and let's get that change the variable block and slide it right inside the if block, and use the drop down arrow and get score. And we're going to change the score by 1 every time he catches a fish. Let's test. Okay, off the kid goes to get the fish. Finds the fish, excellent. And did the score change? No. What are we missing? What do we need to add? Let's try adding a forever loop. We're going to plop that forever loop from the orange control blocks right around the code. And now let's test. because the forever tells the computer to keep checking to see if the boy is touching the fish. So off he goes, the boy is touching the fish, and yes, the score changed to 1. The game continues, and wait a minute, it went back to 0. I wonder what's going on. Let's see, so it's starting at 0, that makes sense. Off the kid goes to find the fish, finds a fish, and yes, we gain a point, but as the game continues, look, it goes back to 0. What have we done wrong? What do we need to change in the code? Let's take a look and see. I think I see. Can you see it? The forever loop is wrapped around both the set score to 0 and the change score by 1. We want that set score to 0 to happen at the beginning of the game, not to keep happening with that forever loop. So let's put that set score to 0 underneath when green flag clicked, and the forever loop is just around the if touching the fish change score by 1. I'm going to challenge you to test that and see if it really did work. Thanks so much for watching. So glad you're here. Tune into pingua.com for lots more fun, and I really hope to see you in the next video.